Good morning, everyone, or probably good evening, because you all probably won't see this till the evening. But I wanted to get on here and show you two breakfast items that you can prep ahead of time and eat throughout the week. One is oatmeal. I can, or usually will make my oatmeal in a rice cooker. Very simple, something very easy to use. I've had it for years and it's been very trustworthy for me. So with that, you'll just take some standard rolled oats. And if you're making it in bulk, depending on if it's just you eating them or you and your family, will depend on how much you do. I'm gonna do 2 cups of rolled oats. I eyeball everything I do, so we're just gonna roll with it. So 2 cups of rolled oats, and they say, or at least on mine, that the ratio is like 1 cup of water to 1/4 cup of rolled oats. That's a lot of math for me that I don't feel like doing. So what I've always done, 2 cups of rolled oats, we're gonna do about 4 cups of water, all right? And if there's extra water in there, for me, that's great. I like my oatmeal a little more runny rather than thick. This isn't a baked oatmeal, it's a regular oatmeal. So I like a little creaminess to this. Now, if you want, you can always use milk as well. I don't take in a lot of milk or dairy, so I always use water. But if you want to get an additional creaminess to it, add your milk, enjoy. All right, so oats and water, done. Now, there are so many ways that you can make oatmeal. You can go the sweet route. I've got blueberries. I'm gonna go the sweeter route just because Addison might have some of this. So I have blueberries. I'm gonna do honey. It is okay if you want to put some brown sugar in there. I grew up with brown sugar, raisins. I think my grandmother, she used to put a nut in there, and it might have been pecans, maybe walnuts, but she used to throw that in there. We're not going to put all of that in, but regardless, I'm going to do the sweet route. So I'm going to have some cinnamon, honey, blueberries, there might go too, and I might do a scoop of brown sugar. Oh, and I'm gonna put some nuts in there too. Another route that you can go if you've never had it is savory oatmeal. Just same thing like grits. You can have grits sweet or you can have it savory. And when you have it savory with your oats, put that salt, the pepper. You could maybe even do some paprika. If you want a little bit of a kick, put some garlic, a little bit of garlic powder or onion powder or chili powder. You know, have fun with it. And then you can even throw some herbs in it, like cilantro. And then what I like to do, if I make savory oatmeal, I'll put over easy eggs over it. And then the yolk gets in with the oatmeal and it's just, it's delicious. It's grand. Try it, enjoy it. Okay, so back to this one at hand. I'm gonna do a sweeter route. And I'm going to do, now the fun thing about this oatmeal is when you make it ahead of time, you can always add, excuse me, add more fruit to it after it's cooked, but I'm gonna do a cup of blueberries, throw them in there. It's gonna make it purple and blue, kind of fun. If you like your food colors like that. And then I'm going to do some nuts. Now, again, my measurement is not the best. So we have about a handful, maybe that's like 1/4 of a cup of nuts. Crunch them up. And then we're just gonna throw them in there. I promise I've washed my hands, it's okay. Okay, so blueberries, nuts, making a mess, it's fine. And let's see, we're gonna do a small spoonful of brown sugar. I mean, come on, y'all. I know it's the challenge. We're trying to watch what we do, and I'm gonna watch how much I'm measuring in there because I know it can add up. So I'm just gonna do 1 solid tablespoon of brown sugar. Boom, it's good. It's okay to have some sweetness up in your life. Now, if you're putting brown sugar with every meal that you have, that's when we have the problem, okay? Cinnamon, I do not measure cinnamon. I probably should, but I'm just gonna eyeball that maybe a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Okay, and then the honey. Now with the honey, again, I know I mentioned this last night. If you only buy the honey at the grocery store, that's fine. Again, because of the area that we are in, and there is a plethora of local honey distributors, I highly recommend finding out who's in your area and purchasing that honey. They say, I say they, and you're like, who's they? We don't need to go into that, but it can really benefit your allergies if you're taking in the honey that was made here. Because again, the bees are taking in the pollen in this area, making the honey from that. And they say it helps impact, it has a better impact on your immune system. So 2 tablespoons of honey. I've made a mess of my jar, so I'll fix that later. So the lid is not going to go on there. And this is really it. That's it for the oatmeal. It's super simple. And then I need a spoon. And once you have all of this in here, I don't want it to go to waste. All right, once you have all this in there, give it a little stir. Okay, that's looking good. That's exciting. Too bad you guys can't see this. Again, nothing fancy. I've said it throughout this challenge. We're not getting fancy. We're just keeping it simple so you can utilize those things that are around you. All right, and that's it. Stir it a little bit. Give it love. Good luck. Close. We need to plug it in. And then I just hit the white rice button. That's it. And then we let it, oh my God. And then we let it do its thing. Bam. Oh, power. White rice. Boom. And you let it be. So you could make this in the evening and then, oh my gosh. I don't want to waste the honey. Okay. This is a mess. But anyways, you can make this in the evening, you know, make it on a Sunday, go do something, go take your dog for a walk, and when you come back, it'll be good to go. And then you'll just put it in a container. And what I recommend is you can divvy it out into your serving sizes, or just have like a cup handy at the bowl or ready to go, and then just do a cup of oatmeal, heat it up in the morning, and roll with it. Okay, so oatmeal, done. That's one thing that you can make in the mornings. My next tip or my next suggestion is going to be pancakes. Because pancakes you can also make in advance. They are super simple. We get the Kodiak pancake mix, added protein in there. Look at that. We're doing so great. All right, so this mix, again, depending on if you're making it for yourself or anyone else. Addison likes these, so does Aaron, so these are great. I just eyeball it. Again, we're gonna pour some pancake mix in there. All right. And, all right, so we got our pancake mix. And then again, if you want to add some milk in here, by all means do so. And I think even this mix says that you can add some oil in there. It's not needed, so I don't add it. And then I eyeball the water. We're gonna do some water. Okay, let me get a stir. Okay, and then we're gonna whisk this bad boy. Now, pancake batter consistency. Everyone has their own preference. I like mine when it meets in the middle, a little bit thick. This, I need to add more water. You know, we can't form a nice yummy pancake with that. Good morning, Boo. You got your cereal. If you want, you can put the milk in there. I'm gonna make your eggs in just a minute. And, all right, so we're getting a little smoother. And again, we're just eyeballing it. There's nothing fancy to this. If you end up making it too runny, you just add more batter. Okay. Oh, I like it right there. Watch, I'm gonna add too much water. Okay. All right, make sure you get the sides, all that yummy stuff. Okay, So this is kind of the consistency that I like my pancake batter, okay? And then what I also like to add, cinnamon, my trusty seasoning cinnamon. Now you could get real bougie with this and add whatever flavoring you want. Chocolate chips have been added to this before. Fruit has been added to this. I've added ginger. Again, since Addison might be eating some of these, I'm not gonna add the ginger. It's not her thing. Yeah, all right. So we got our pancake mix. Now, come over here with me. Come with me. Come with me. Is this how all these chefs are at these shows? Okay. All right. Let me turn this on. You want to heat up the pan medium heat. I usually, my first few pancakes aren't cooked enough, and then my middle pancakes are the absolute best, and then usually by the end I've ended up slightly burning my pancakes. It's okay. We just, again, roll with it. Now, you can grease your pan with butter. I use a little bit of spray. Erin uses butter. Again, it's whatever preference you want to do. Okay, so once this heats up, I highly recommend, if you're gonna be making pancakes on the regular, find a trusted spoon that is just a good size. The spoon that I always use is this one. I honestly don't even know where I got this. This was gifted to me at some point, just like a hand-me-down spoon. But this spoon I feel like is like a perfect size for pancake batter. It might be about 2 or 3 tablespoons, maybe 4. Again, my measurement is not the greatest. It's getting there. Patience when we're letting something heat up. I should have already done that, huh? Okay, that goes into the sink. One thing that you can do while you're waiting for this to heat up is clean up your mess. I clean as I go. I don't like messy kitchen. So I'm gonna go put these back real quick. Okay, now hopefully at this point, I'm just gonna spray the bottom, okay? And then we're gonna take our trusted spoon, get a spoonful, and then boom. And this spoon, because of the size, you can get 2 pancakes in one pan. And then we wait. You can eyeball this if you want, or you can set a timer. Usually it's about 2 to 3 minutes. So if you want, you can do kitchen timer. And well, actually we're gonna do 2.5 here. And we're gonna start. But as the pancakes are cooking, you'll want to look for, it'll start bubbling around the edges. And when you have the bubbles around the entire edge, they'll start moving towards the center. And once you have all of those bubbles, then you'll know, like, okay, it's time to flip. Also, scent. If you start smelling something burning, it's time to flip your pancakes. You've waited too long. These pancakes, again, they're gonna expand just slightly. They might touch each other. That's okay, it's all right. It's all gonna touch each other once you eat it anyways. Now, while this is cooking, because I'm just gonna show you these 2, and then I'm gonna get off here. You don't need to see me make all these pancakes. But storing these pancakes, you can keep them all together, or again, space them out, whatever you wanna do. I usually have, if I am eating the pancakes, I do 2 pancakes in the morning. Reheating pancakes. One thing that I like to do is put them in the toaster. I like the crispiness on the outside of a pancake every time I eat them. Because, you know, if you put them in the fridge and then you reheat them in the microwave, it's a little soggy. Sometimes it doesn't get the center as warm as I like it. So I'll put it in the microwave for about 12 seconds, and then I put them in the toaster. So then everything is grand. It's all nice and warm. With these pancakes, again, if you want to add some syrup, that's fine, but I recommend measuring it out. Don't just sit there and squirt the syrup, because that's how we overeat and don't pay attention to our portions. If you want, honey, again, is a great thing to put on your pancakes, but I usually, you can add butter too if you want. I usually just put my over easy eggs on top of my pancakes, and that's how I eat them. And I very much enjoy them that way. So look, we got about 30 more seconds here. It's been 2.5 minutes and the bubbles are slightly coming. I don't even know if you can see it. They're taking their time. Like I said, usually the first set of pancakes are slightly underdone. The middle pancakes that I make are perfect. And then those end ones, I gotta turn the heat down because of now it's too hot. So we're gonna make it through to when these start bubbling, and then I'm gonna flip them and then get off of here. And any additional questions that you have regarding the oatmeal or the pancakes, you can contact me. This oatmeal is still cooking. And again, that'll beep when it's done, and you can put that away and measure it out from there, or just measure it out straight from the container. Okay, so let me see. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip them. We're gonna do it. All right, so you got your spatula. I'm gonna get under. You might have to use your spatula to break these babies apart. I'm gonna separate, but don't worry, they'll see each other again. Almost, there we go. Okay, and then we'll flip. Yeah, they probably could have done about 45 more seconds, but that's okay. I promise they'll be cooked, it's fine. And you'll never have a perfect flip, it's okay. Again, this isn't fancy, but there's your pancakes. Okay, so 2 breakfast items that you can make in advance. Oh, one other thing that you can make in advance as well, eggs. Usually 1 egg is about 1/3 of a cup. So if you like your eggs scrambled, you can make those in advance. You know, just crack as many eggs as you need. If you're eating 2 eggs a day and it's 5 days a week, that's 10 eggs. Pre-make them and then have it ready just to scoop 1/3 of a cup for each egg in for your breakfast. Also, if you like your eggs over easy, you can crack eggs into a container, and if you go to work and microwave it, you can microwave those eggs. It's about 30 seconds. Watch it, check it out, do another 30 seconds until they're fully cooked, or till they're cooked as much as you want, you know, over easy, over medium, over hard, whatever you want. But yeah, all right. Happy Tuesday.